I would like to see the baby.
Oh, somebody sounds upset. Oh, it's the child. So a surprise shipment today from Amazon. I've had this pre-ordered for a very long time, months. And it arrived early. It was supposed to be here in June, and it is here just shy of the end of May of 2020. I, of course, am talking about Hasbro's Plush Talking Child. Now, this is not the $60 version that's due out in December with the moving eyes and the moving mouth. Actually, it looks a little bit creepy. And again, not to be confused with the Mattel plush child without sounds. The Mattel one does appear to be more to scale in terms of what the child is in the Mandalorian. But, you know, me being a Hasbro collector, I had to, you know, kind of stay loyal to my Hasbro brand. I am still, now that I have this one, I am looking for the Mattel one additionally, which is proving to be very difficult to find. So let's talk about the package. So we have the child front and center. You know, if you saw this on a store shelf, you know, you'd be able to play with it and squeeze it like I just did. On the back, it tells us some of the things that we can do with the child. We have 10 sounds. We also have a frog and a bowl. And I'm assuming that based on those photos that it's going to make some additional sounds once we get this open. I know my daughter is dying to get her hands on this and play with it, and I asked her to please be patient while I did the nerdiest thing possible and unboxed it. So without further delay, let's open it up and let us take a look at the baby, as Werner Herzog likes to call it on the show. So very easy to open so far. Let's see, we got another piece of tape up here. Let's grab this piece of tape. Super excited to get this. This is my first piece of child merchandise, actually, in a world of ever changing and always moving child merchandise. This is my first piece of official child merchandise. I'm a little upset that us legacy collectors seem to be getting the snub with the 3 3/4 inch child figure. So Hasbro, if you're listening, we want to see the baby. We want to see the child. We need him. I got my Mando and Cara Dune up there. I'm gonna move this. I normally don't do this, but like, whoa, let's see if we can get up there. Let's see. There we go. You can see them up there. You can see Cara Dune and Mando, and they look super lonely. They look super lonely without the child. We need a child. We need an IG-11. We got all that Black Series love. No love for us 3 3/4 guys. So inside we have some instructions. Tons of instructions. It's gonna tell us how to change the batteries. This takes 3 watch batteries, which is an interesting choice, but I guess it's a small enough form factor. I feel terrible. I'm like squashing this thing here, but it's got these plastic tabs. So we have freed the child. Oh my god, it is so wonderful just holding him. Let me get this off. I'm not even gonna tear this. I have my scissors. Let's give this a little snip, snip, snip. All right. So there he is, front and center. He is squishy. He is soft. His head is squishy as well. It's got a little, it's a harder plastic, but it has some give to it. His hand is molded, it looks like, to hold the frog, which is awesome. And then he's got the, you know, do the magic hand thingy. His feet are molded, which are adorable. Very minimal paint on all the pieces aside from the head. The head, you can see there's some nice brush details inside the ear. It's kind of difficult to see, but there is hair painted on here, which is really neat. The collar is really soft, super soft. You know, the battery access there in the back. Let's see in his Velcro. I know, baby, I know. Let's see. Any kind of switches or modes back here? Let's see. So this is actually, that's interesting. So his battery pack is actually completely removable. So you can remove it from him entirely and remove all of the sounds. And you can see too how it works. It's almost like a push light. So of course I'm gonna throw this back inside. I guess this is a good option. I know he's upset. I'm upsetting him. I guess this is a good option if you have a child that might be cuddling with this, potentially even sleeping with it at night. A toddler. You do not want that going off all night for obvious reasons. Does he stand? He does not stand. You know what? No, I take that back. Nope, he does not stand. He is incapable of standing. I've seen pictures of the other ones standing. Yeah, this guy will not. Let's go for the 2 accessories that we get here. So we do get 2 accessories. We get a frog, and we get a broth bowl. So the broth bowl, standard brown bowl. It's got a little bottom to it, and it looks like it's got some painted broth in there. They even went through and gave it like a little swirly thing. Interesting. The frog is the one-eyed frog. Again, minimal paint. I get the feeling that this toy they couldn't get it out fast enough. Is the impression that I'm getting just based on 1, the availability, and 2, the overall detail of this. So, like I did mention, he should be able to hold the frog, which he absolutely can. It shows holding the frog up to his mouth. Let's see if it does anything. No. There's no, RFID or anything. Nothing that's going to make him eat that. Same goes for the broth bowl. The broth bowl is an interesting accessory because he actually can't hold it. They could have given him the necklace. We could have gotten the shifter knob. Something else that he could hold. We did not get any of those things. We got just these 2. Not complaining. The noises it makes are screen accurate from what I can recall. He doesn't make a whole lot of sounds in the show, but they are very baby-like sounds. The likeness is okay. The likeness is great. The button is really sensitive, by the way. The eyes have some great detail on it that are not going to show here. Maybe we can pull them out in the light box a little bit, but he's great. And I mean, I'll hold him up so you could see him scaling with me. I mean, he's against my chest. He's definitely small. The child in the TV show is definitely larger than this, but it is an accurate representation of how he looks. There's nothing creepy about this. There a lot of times with toys, especially when you have something that is this well loved and this adorable, a toy version of him can seem kind of creepy, but he is not. And he's just kind of seeing him makes me want to smile. It's a wonderful little plush toy, for $25, if you can find it. I mean, I would say the rubberized one with I dropped the frog. The rubberized one with the moving parts that Hasbro's coming out with, that one I did not pre-order because it creeps me out just a little bit, the way that the silicone moves around the mouth and stuff. It just looks a little creepy. This one looks great. Having seen this one and now seen videos of the Mattel one, I have not seen the Mattel one in person. Part of me actually leans towards the Mattel one. If you could find them, they're the same price point, but I feel like some of the deco on the Mattel one and the scale is better than the sounds and the accessories. But those are your 2 things. So you're either getting a smaller child with accessories and sounds for $25 from Hasbro, or you're getting one that is significantly larger. I think it's actually 11 inches tall, which should be almost to scale. It has like glassy eyes. The deco just seems a little more accurate. And he has kind of like a more of a neutral disposition, whereas this one is clearly has a little bit of a smile to it. This one's gonna play better to the kids for sure, especially with the accessories and everything. It's a great likeness. So whichever one you can find at this point, if you're jonesing for one. Of course, there are the Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles of the world that are putting out ones that are hundreds of dollars that have actual hair on them, and that are screen accurate. But no, this is a good add to the collection for sure. And he doesn't take up a lot of space, which is great. So as always, make sure you're following us here at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter for all toy news, news about our latest episodes, whatever we're up to in the toy world. We'll be there on at AIC_podcast. Make sure you subscribe down there so that way you don't miss out on cool videos like this and us walking through toys. And while you're at it, subscribing to things, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you find podcasts, or you can hit the link in the description below and find your podcast venue of choice. But we are wherever you listen. Just search for Adventures in Collecting, and we're live every other Monday, sometimes more frequent if we have special episodes, which we do every now and then. With that, I'm gonna give this version of the child, I'm gonna give him like a 80% thumbs up. It's really cool. I wish it was bigger. I wish some of the deco was better. It does feel a little rushed. But overall, my daughter's gonna love this, and that's really all that matters. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Say bye-bye, the child. And do the hand thingy.